Ladies and gentlemen, I will be representing my client, which is Sabah Penang Development Sdn Bhd. Okay, on 1973, my client was a holder of 2,399,999 shares in the respondent company, which is Yang Heng Enterprise. On 21 August 1973, my client has paid 640,000 and settled the remaining balance on 16 February 1974, which amounted to 1,760,000. However, Yang Heng Enterprise Sdn Bhd, who is the respondent, not recognise my client as their shareholder in the company. Thus, because of that, my client filed a motion pertaining to the respondent action.
The plaintiff lawyer has explained that my client did not disclose Sabah Penang as an shareholder and suspended the Sabah Penang in the last 8th annual return general meeting on 31st December 1981, while they have fully paid the shares made by 2 checks on different dates. So, we would like to ask you to keep an open mind and listen to all the evidence and return the verdict of not liable. That's all. Thank you.
As we are nearly coming to the end, the applicant side, please conclude your statement.
I will close my statement. Your Honour, I must say that the respondent company has no right or power in the law, its memorandum article of association, to either not recognise my client as their shareholder or to declare that my client has no share in their company. Furthermore, the respondent also has no right to suspend my client's share. Respondent action as aforesaid are ultra-virus in law and against its memorandum and article of association are accordingly void. Moreover, despite requests from the respondent failed, neglected, and refused to supply it with the copies of the minute of the general meeting, where in the said action were resolved contending that it is entitled to receive and the respondent is obligated to supply it with the said minute.
Respondent side, please conclude your statement.
Thank you, Your Honour. Now I will close my statement. It is clearly seen now that Sabah Penang did not prepare their account on those 2 shares and only prepared the account for 1976 and above. In this matter, my client clearly give them a period of 3 weeks to prove that they are really have paid the shares. The company had all along believed that the applicant held share and in the company, but discovered that in the 1980 that the applicant owns return to the register of companies had never disclosed that it was a shareholder of the company. The company also says that it had at all times made it clear to the applicant that the suspension would be lifted whenever the applicant could establish its right to membership. As reflected in the minutes of the adjourned 8th annual general meeting of the company held on 20 April 1982. The company further says that arising out of failure of the applicant to prove that it held share in the company, it investigated into the circumstances leading to the inclusion of the applicant as a shareholder and discovered that one Liu Sufa was managing director of the applicant and the company in 1973, and both the applicant and the company had current account in the same bank in Penang, had thus used the applicant as their corporate cloak in their fraudulent or otherwise unconscious money transaction with the unsuspecting amount. I hope the court will do justice for my client. That's all. Thank you, Your Honour.
After hearing both statements, I hope that in this case, whether court should order rectification under section 162 will depend on circumstances of the cases. Learned counsel for the applicant submit that there is no basis in law for the company to suspend applicant shares since they have fully paid for the share. I would have agreed with this submission had it not been for the presence of other facts. There's a serious doubt whether the sum of 2.4 million paid by the applicant to the company was intended for the purchase of the company shares or not. Moreover, there has been an unreasonable delay on the part of the applicant in making the application, where they took 3 years to file the motion after knowing their rights are affected. I would dismiss applicant motion with cause. Court dismissed.